Notes. Chapter 6 Geometers Future. In his famous book Future 12 1970, Hume identified truths. Hume 1748. Kant asks not what he can know, what we can know. According to Kant, one of the fundamental philosophical tasks is to account for the possibility of synthetic a priori knowledge of mathematical concepts. Among the references, Hervé 1994 and Kuchen 2021 for the general concepts. A good discussion of the application to mathematics can be found in Trudeau 1987. Space is not an empirical, Kant 1781. The first four Euclidean axioms for a relatively gentle introduction to Euclidean and non-Euclidean geometries, see Greenberg 1974. The proofs of the first 28 theorems proven without the fifth postulate are discussed in Trudeau 1987. Some of those in the fourth stated an excellent description of all the attempts that had eventually led to the development of non-Euclidean geometry can be found in Bonola 1955. The first to publish an entire treatise, George Bruce Halstead's 1891 translation of Lobachevsky's geometrical researches on the theory of parallels, is included in Bonola 1955. A young Hungarian mathematician, Janos Bolyai, for a biography and a description of his work, see Gray 2004. The reason I have not included a picture of Janos Bolyai is that the picture usually used is of doubtful authenticity. Apparently, his only relatively reliable point is a relief in the facade of the Palace of Culture in Maros Pasal Heli. The manuscript was entitled The Science Absolute of Space, a facsimile of the original in Latin and the translation into English by George Bruce Halstead appeared in Gray 2004. There's a little doubt, however, an excellent description of the entire episode for the perspective of Gauss, Little and Borg can be found in Donington 1955. A concise but accurate summary of the claims of Lobachevsky and Bolyai for priority is given in Kline 1972. Of Gauss correspondence of non-Euclidean geometry is presented in the world 1996. In a brilliant lecture delivered in Göttingen, a next translation of the lecture, as well as other seminar papers on non-Euclidean geometries, together with illuminating notes, can be found in Basic 2007. Poincare's views were inspired Poincare 1891. The first chapter of Ars Magna, Cardano 1545, in another important book, Treatise of Algebra, Wallis 1685. A concise summary of Wallis' biography and work can be found in Roseball 1908. Opinions eventually started to change. A brief summary of the history is given in Karoui 1926 in an article entitled Dimension. This article appeared in the Rose Encyclopedia, quoted in Archibald 1914. Stating more assertively, in 1787, Lagrange 1797, Grassmann, one of 12 children, an excellent biography and description of Grassmann's work in German can be found in page 76. A good brief summary can be found in O'Connor and Robertson 2005. It is fascinating to follow relatively accessible but still technical descriptions of his work in linear algebra can be found in Lysander 1979 until 1982. by the 1860s in dimensional geometry. A good introductory text is Somerville 1929. By the following Declaration of Independence, the text appears in Edward 1996, to which agreed base Richard Dedekind. The text appears in Edward 1996. Here is our French mathematician. Stiger's first letter to Hermit was dated November 8, 1882. The correspondence between the two mathematicians consists of 130 letters. The vocal correspondence appears in Hermit 1905. I translated the text that appears here. Mathematicians have constructed a very large. The lecture can be found in O'Connor and Robertson 2007.